Hello, people of the internet. It is I, Dragon here. Dragon here, back with more Fate Grand Order, Realm of the Thanatos, Impulse, Traum, where today we are going to be tackling Section 10. For those of you watching this on YouTube, those watching this on Twitch, well, this is the second time you've heard me do the intro today, but expect that to happen a lot. So, I think, without further ado, we will really quickly here claim our Master Mission rewards. See if there is anything here. Yep, Sulphonic, your dialogue, your full name is not going to appear there, but you can see your high YouTube comment there. It will be on YouTube, eventually. I've got to get through the whole thing and then make thumbnails, but eventually you will be seen on YouTube. But let's begin. Section 10, Don Quixote de la Mancha's departure. Where's Don Quixote going? No, Don Quixote, please, don't leave. I need to be able to summon you. I really, really hope they're not baiting us and that he's going to be summonable. I really, really hope he's going to be summonable. That concludes my report, sir. Sir? Can you find out whether there are any other such towers near the Righteous Realm? Capital is too well protected to infiltrate, but yes, we can still survey its periphery. Then do so at once. I'm curious to know more. Caster, can you investigate this tower more thoroughly? You can have more personnel if you need them. It will be done. Is there something important in this tower? At the moment, all three realms are more or less evenly matched. The Revenge Realm constantly goes on the offensive, our Reinstatement Realm fends them off, and the Righteous Realm watches from the sidelines, keeping both sides in check. Now, both I and my military advisors believe the Revenge Realm is about to undertake a large-scale invasion very soon. If they're going to succeed, they'll need some way of ensuring their victory. They can't take their time to wage war because the Righteous Realm is bound to interfere. Which brings us to this tower. It only makes sense to assume there's something more to it. If there do turn out to be other such towers, investigating one is enough. If you find any other such towers, feel free to destroy them. Understood. Alright, that concludes today's War Council. Now Pope Johanna will perform a memorial for those we've lost. While I regrettably won't have time to do so myself, I urge those of you who do have the time to attend. Of course, my liege. Thank you. Like this Pope Johanna, I honestly don't know if she is summonable in JP. I can't recall ever hearing about her or not. I mean, she obviously has a sprite, so there's a possibility she is, but I'm very much hoping that it's not a Don Quixote situation. I mean, who knows, maybe, given that Kriemhild was on the first banner for this, maybe the second one will feature Pope Johanna, and the third one will feature Don Quixote, as well as rate-ups for all of their subordinates. I don't know. And may everyone we lost rest in peace. That's it for today's prayer. Thank you all for coming. Come on, Bradamante. Let's go. Oh. Betrayal. A knight of Charlemagne is in the Righteous Realm. Yes, Your Holiness, I'd be honored to accompany you. Oh, no. That could be bad. That could lead to some interesting conflict, actually. I really like the service today. Oh, any particular reason? It just made it feel like there weren't too many casualties. That's true. But as no lives are more valuable than others, neither are fewer lives lost more acceptable than many. That's deep. Yes, Your Holiness. I'm sorry. To die is a sad thing, though it may be a cold comfort for me, since they're dying on my behalf. Yeah, they kind of are, aren't they? They kind of are, aren't they? You're right, death is a sad thing, but that doesn't mean we regret our choices. We were proud to die if it helps our rebellion against proper human history, strange as that may sound. Are you certain of that? About what? I'm told Charles the Great leads the Righteous Realm. Was he not your king when you were alive? Yes, he was, but I made my choice to support the Reinstatement Realm over the Righteous Realm. I really felt like yours was the right cause, Your Holiness. Of course, I know some servants here still mistrust me because of my past associations, but... it's alright. I believe that you speak with conviction. Thank you, Your Holiness. Say, would you like to have a meal with me? A meal? That's right. I know servants don't need to eat, of course, but a good meal still does wonders to lift morale. So I've been asking His Imperial Majesty to have servants here that feel at home in a kitchen start making meals. I see. Even if you don't feel hunger, I'm sure you still like a good food, don't you? Oh, yes, of course I do. Although, may I ask what kind of cuisine it is? That, I don't know. But I've never heard anyone complain, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Now, come on, let's go eat. Okay, let's go eat. Indeed. And now we're in the revenge realm. It's a shame about Salome. It hurts to lose her. You think? I will say I was surprised she never did cut off the Chaldean's head. But I always thought it was only a matter of time until she did something like that. Didn't you feel the same? I did, but she still chose a very inconvenient time to go rogue. Yes, that's true, but it's still nothing compared to you-know-what. But looking at the bright side of this turn of events, Chaldea has drawn the gaze of the reinstatement realm. Even if they know about the towers now, they still have no way to determine their true purpose. That still leaves the final adjustments, though. We still can't use him as a servant, right? I'm afraid his social withdrawal protections are just too strong. Maybe there was some kind of error in his summoning, or maybe that's just how he's always been. It hardly matters. If anything, this works to our advantage. Indeed, indeed. Although, why the sudden change of heart? We know the Chaldea is here, right? And we know they've taken shelter in the Righteous Realm. Now that all the players are here, the only thing left to do with this war is to win and put an end to it. So you're saying we're headed towards total annihilation. Fine with me. It doesn't matter if you or I meet our ends here. This is what it means to rebel against proper human history. Am I wrong? Ho ho, you certainly aren't. But are you truly sure about this, my queen? About what? The way I see it, if we keep going down this route, your true wish will never be granted, no? If anyone else had been in the room at this time, they would have been certain their lives were forfeit. Such was the sheer, all-consuming power of the bloodlust permeating the entire palace. Say that again, and I'll kill you. Ho ho ho, my apologies. I certainly don't need any more bloodlust like that directed at me. An old man like myself can only take so much. Alright, I'm off to work on the final adjustments. I'm afraid I might not be able to speak to you again for a while. Oh really, that's the best news I've heard all day. Ah, you wound me, my queen. My wish, My wish. Of course I have a wish. My husband, someone's hero. A deceitful man. I wish I could have shown him how this is all on his shoulders. Woman, child, an elder, his closest friends, a complete stranger, I don't care who. All I wanted was to throw someone's intestines in his stupid face. Oh. I thought they were husband and wife. Why is she so hostile? I wanted to ruin everything he protected, everything he cared for, everything he had that left no room for me. Oh. If he saved 100 lives, I wanted to take thousands. Oh, she's a bit of a yandere, it seems. Though, of course, that would never be enough to hurt him. Not when his heart was hard and radiant as diamond, his magnanimity as boundless and deep as the sea. From my perspective, he's just another rude, insensitive man. I suppose that's what happens when you try to see the good in someone. I wanted to see him one last time. I wanted to tell him that everything he did was for naught. Excuse me. But that wish is unlikely to come true. If he were summoned here, regardless of the realm, he would most likely rebel against proper human history. Even were he to join the reinstatement or righteous realm, he would ultimately be on the same side as me. I don't want that, at all. I want to oppose him. He must be my enemy before I kill him. So Chaldea's arrival got my hopes up. But unfortunately, I'm told his group didn't bring him with them. So now my only hope is the slim chance he may still be summoned to fight on proper human history's side. And this is just another transient dream, so I'll just have to stick to the plan and keep doing what I must. I have to say, though, I'm really not the type to fight hard for a master. This prayer had weight. This wish had a sincere ring to it. Yes, it was sincere and powerful enough that I didn't think twice about aiding the rebellion against proper human history. Even though we don't understand what sort of master I'm working for, the righteousness of this wish is what drives us. It's a righteous wish, eh? Good day, Queen of Revenge. Oh, it's you. What are you doing here? I'm here only to deliver some encouragement. Nothing more, nothing less. My goal is to see one of the three realms obtain all the Holy Grails. I don't care which one it is, I just want you all to give it your best effort. There's one thing I want to ask you. And what's that? Is that what Master wants too? That's a difficult question. This is our responsibility coming to bear. There's a reason you are all fighting and destroying one another. There is one being here who must not win, but that's of no concern to you. I see. Would you like to know who it is? No need. I just couldn't think of anything else to say to an intruder who appeared unbidden in my stronghold. Your answer doesn't matter to me. It seems I'm not very welcome here. Have you any information either righteous or reinstatement realms for me? I'm afraid sharing such things wouldn't be fair. Then you are, if possible, even more useless. If you insist on following me around any further, I'll see to it that all three realms know of you as Stalker. Well, I certainly would prefer to avoid that. Still, are you sure there isn't a question you want to ask about me? Say about the absence of a certain servant. Can't bring yourself to ask about him, Pity. Very well, then I shall take my leave. Farewell, good for nothing. Damn. If he just wants to toy with his pieces, then he's no more than an idiot. If he wants to maneuver himself around the board, then he's no more than a participant. So he's chosen to come down to the board, even though he's qualified to run the whole game. Partly on. In one sense, I suppose there's a certain kind of integrity to that. But in another, it makes me think he's the most dim-witted mathematician to live. Oof. Rip. That's an insult. And a half. I need a drink. Second arrow of Section 10, Formation Restricted. Form a party immediately before the battle begins. We're up against archers. I see. So you want to save your companion, Vlad III. Oh, Count Vlad, the great hero of Romania. Don't forget he's also known as Vlad the Impaler. Maybe he can be reasoned with. You'll be fine as long as you don't call him a vampire. His moves still remind me a hell of a lot of the Dead Apostles, though. No, sir, you can't trade places now. They'd notice the difference in your auras immediately. Yeah, I guess you're right. At any rate, we certainly can't leave him like that. The fact is, the Righteous Realm needs all the strength it can get right now. All the more so with wisdom and intelligence. I see, so you require someone with a great deal of military expertise. We do. I'm educated in many fields. So far I've been able to keep us locked in a stalemate. But I can take us no further. I can't see a path to victory for us. So then the best course of action we have is to save Vlad III, and if possible, to trade him. Would you mind letting us handle this? So what you're saying is that you have healing and or restorative noble phantasms strong enough to return Vlad III to fighting form. Am I correct? I can't promise it'll work flawlessly. To be perfectly honest, it will be a gamble. A gamble? You know gambling is bad, Sancho. Don Quixote. I have to agree. There are any number of mages who have ruined themselves by taking major risks. Really? There are? Oh, right. I suppose you wouldn't know since you grew up and sheltered in Chaldea. As a rule, my girl, mages are arrogant creatures who think they can bend all of creation to their will. The majority think that way. It gets worse the more talented they are.
I see. I suppose that makes sense, since magecraft can do what would otherwise be impossible.
And since they think there's nothing they can't do, they get carried away and think they'll come out ahead every time they take the chance. Their magecraft lets them see others cheating and helps them notice patterns and trends. So they figure they can use that advantage to cheat and win at just about anything. Basically, there is no scenario in which I don't come on top of here.
Yeah, that sounds like a mage. That does sound like a mage.
That tends to be how they start thinking.
But it's called a gamble for a reason, right?
That's right. In a fair and impartial game of chance, the mage has the same chance of winning as they do losing. And yes, that means about half of such mages will win those gambles, but when a mage wins big, what do you think they'll do next? They will set it out again to try and double up.
But the farm, as they say.
Exactly. Strangely enough, they believe they've already won the next round as well. You really know what you're talking about around here, Chebs. Makes sense since you gambled and lost. Oh no, I didn't. I absolutely won. That's why I'm still alive, even under these circumstances.
Fo-fo! Fo was saying, way to look on the bright side.
Ha ha ha. Thank you, Foo Furball. Ha 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 ha. Oof.
Returning to the point, after your leader, he is your leader, right? Anyway, as diverting as his remarks were, I'm afraid they've also gotten us a bit sidetracked. I didn't know he had such strong opinions on gambling, honestly. I see, so he gambled everything he had and lost. That poor, poor man. At any rate, yes, this will be a gamble. Let's see, I'd say there's a 30% chance of the noble phantasm working as we hope. A 50% chance that it will fail and have no effect. And a 20% chance it will go disastrously wrong and damage his spirit origin. Excuse me. What do you say, Lord Sol, Master of Chaldea? The choice is yours. Are you willing to risk it?
I am. You sure about this? I mean, I know Vlad can't make the call himself right now, but...
if he could, he'd say the same thing. Yeah, we're close, Vlad and I.
I see.
I see you understand your servant very well. I commend your decision, Lord Sol. All right, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Were you not listening, sir? We're heading out.
Out?
Yes, out. We're going to destroy the restraints Vlad III placed on himself by using our noble phantasm.
Oh, you mean... Valiente stalo dedicado a la princesa.
No, not that one.
Oh.
There's no way our weak noble phantasm could destroy Count Vlad's stakes.
Then, do I really have to go?
That's... Sir.
Yes.
Is a secret.
Sancho! She's got an impish side, don't she? Are you alright, Caddock? Do you have a headache?
No, I'm fine. I hate myself sometimes. Damn it, Caddock, stop wasting your mental energy on things you can't change already. You've got to stay cool, calm, and collected. Just think about what you can actually do. That's the best possible thing you can do for yourself right now. That aside, Holmes isn't any different, is he? I thought I was doing a good job of acting normal and not looking at him unless I had to, but... Damn it, it's no use. I gotta save the thinking for when he's not around like usual. The risks are just too great. I shouldn't even be thinking about trying to figure out what the world's greatest detective might be.
Yeah, cold! Caddock.
Sorry, I just suddenly got chills. I felt like someone was pouring ice down my back.
Ice, you say?
Maybe it's a caster's curse or something.
Ow!
What's wrong, Lord Caddock? You okay? You ate something funny? You know, when I was still alive, I once ate a lizard and told everyone it was dragon meat. Oh, yes, that was a good one. A shame it didn't make it into the story. I guess Cervantes didn't want to include any weird food stories. No, it's not that. I'm good with food.
What's wrong, Caddock?
Just let it go, okay? It's nothing, I'm fine.
Perhaps we'd better leave well enough alone then. Wouldn't want our teasing to come back to bite us. Now then, Mr. Soul, I take it you made up your mind? Yep, time to free Vlad. Then we should leave right away. But what will you do about your throne? We can't exactly declare that Charles the Great is going out on an expedition and leaving his castle undefended. I'll take over while you're gone. We'll be fine. I mean, it's not like I'm worried, but Roland will probably do a better job than me, at least. There's something lovely about improvising when you're low on personnel. Feels like we're sticking a finger on a dike here. It'll be fine, Gordy. It will be fine. Sneak, 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 sneak. Sneak, sneak, sneak. Sneak, sneak, sneak. Sneak, 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 sneak. Okay, we made it out. I gotta say, I don't love how easy it was for us to get past our own realm's security. I'm getting real nervous about this too. Are we sure nobody else knows the truth? Don't worry, if and when they find out, we'll just have to end the charade. How very stout-hearted of you. Oh, believe me, it takes the very stoutest of hearts to accompany my sir on his adventures. Can't have the great story of Don Quixote without Don Quixote and his trusty Sancho, you know. Okay then, let's get going, sir. I'm exhausted. You okay? Want some water? Here, sir, have some fruit-infused water. Thank you, Sancho. I'm sorry to interrupt your break, but I'm detecting hostiles nearby. Did you hear that, sir? We have enemies here. Oh ho, enemies, huh? Good thing that water put me right as rain then. Okay, Master of Galdea. Time for you to see just how I became the legendary Don Quixote de la Mancha. Come, Sancho. Yes, sir. Let's give this a good go, shall we? We get to use Don Quixote. We get to use Don Quixote. Yes! Okay, okay. Don Quixote is going to be taking pretty much the brunt of everything here. We're going to throw some support his way, throw a Charlie who's snuck along, and a Bargist who needs the bonding. Okay. Have lunch, and have one of the other meals, if I can find it. I really need to set some organization up here. Some dinner. Alright. Don Quixote is 2 quick, 1 art, 2 buster. I still think this is the best squad. He might be a quick-based Lancer, I think his class was. I wasn't even paying attention to his class! He's a Lancer. Now it's time to show them what we can do. Attack, defense, and a delayed NP gain. When does that NP gain happen? 3 turns. Alright, he is a quick-based Lancer. Don Quixote. Quick-based Lancer. 2 quick, 1 art, 2 buster. His NP deals significant special attack damage to a single giant enemy, reduces your own HP by 1,000, increases attack and crit strength for 3 turns for all allies. His first skill is Seasoned Knight's Grand Adventure EX. 6-turn cooldown. Quick effectiveness by 3 for 3 turns. Buster effectiveness for 3 turns. And a one-time 3-turn guts for himself. Second skill is Open Door of Dreams EX. Level 10, 6-turn cooldown. Increase attack for 3 turns. MP gauge each turn for 3 turns. And crit stars each turn for 3 turns for yourself. That is a busted as hell charisma. Enclosed Book of Reality. Only EE. Cooldown of 5. Only usable when your NP gauge is 30 or higher. Set your NP gauge to 0. Increase NP gauge for all allies excluding yourself. And gain crit stars. Okay. Interesting. He is single target, so let's hold off on the NP for now. I like how Sancho's just cheering in the background. Boop bop beep. doot doot. Good, good, good. That was a full NP gauge. You know, let's see what the NP is here on a basic enemy first. That was a friggin' awesome looking NP. Ooh. And we have the perfect opportunity for his NP to truly go off here. I have nothing else that can be gained, so... So Sancho turns into the steed for the NP. And then they both come to a rest afterwards. I really do like it. That is a pretty freaking cool NP. Not gonna lie, that was pretty freaking cool. Charlie is Bond too. Victory is ours. Well, now I'm genuinely surprised at how strong you have proven yourself to be. Hey, depending on who you ask, Don Quixote is more famous than King Arthur. True. True, but that alone can't explain this strength. The story of Don Quixote is replete with tales of his exploits, but each focuses upon his very human limitations. For example, when he charged at those windmills he believed to be giants, both he and Rocinante found themselves flying for their troubles. Hey now, I won some of the time. My apologies, as they say you did indeed win some and lose some. But regardless, the story never once depicts him surpassing his human limits. So then, does that mean this strength comes from being a king of a realm? That's exactly it, yes. You might be thinking that, as long last, my sir's true powers the knight has been awakened. But no, he's just enjoying the benefits that come with being a king. More specifically, the Holy Grail support. That's one hell of a benefits package. Yeah, one hell of one indeed. Man, this is a lot stronger than I was expecting. Guess this means the other realm's kings must be really damn strong too, especially with the Holy Grail backing them up. They are indeed. This power can transform an ordinary soldier into a warrior worthy being sent to Valhalla, or a true hero into a warrior. So if an existing hero were to obtain this power, there's no telling what might happen. Yeah, that could be dangerous. And the other realm's kings are Kriemhild and Constantinos the 11th. Kriemhild is legendary for her vengeful nature. We can assume her combat prowess is unrivaled. Constantinos is famed for protecting his city from a prolonged siege, while outmatched and outnumbered. He'll make for a formidable opponent as well. And I'm an old farmer from the sticks who is dangerously close to the age of retirement. And a seasoned knight-errant. Can't we at least agree on that? Of course, sir. I think it's wonderful you never stop dreaming. Right? Right? Wait, does this mean this is a dream after all? No, sir, this is all very real. We'll be there soon. Are you sure you can do this? What do you guys think? Can I do this? Yes, sir, you absolutely can. She says I can. They say they can, so I feel like they can. I heard you. You don't need to tell me again. I don't have to tell him again, apparently. Are you sure we can count on this guy, Holmes? Oh, yes, miss. Tell me, mister. Forgive me, how should I address you? Please, miss is fine, Lord Holmes. Very well then, tell me, Miss Sancho, is this noble phantasm meant for support? It is. A noble phantasm belonging to Don Quixote that can neutralize Vlad III's current condition. I take it this is one of the things better left unsaid. I knew an English gentleman would understand. Of course, it won't stay secret for very long, though. Wonder why that is. I wonder why that is. Final arrow of Section 10. We are getting the carte blanche for our support. It is against a berserker. Yeah, this party seems fine with me. Excuse me. There he stood, as though impaled himself. Caked in blood and buffeted by the winds, he looked nothing more than a rotting corpse. Tongue got tied there. But he was still alive. How is he alive? Both the reinstatement and revenge realm used to do battles here, right? So how come neither of them have taken him? Take a closer look. What's the rock for? Ah. That would explain it, wouldn't it? The moment he detects something moving nearby, he automatically activates his noble phantasm. Yeah, that'd be troublesome. He must have programmed, for want of a better word, his mind when he staked himself. Damn, he really is a monster. That's uncalled for, Caddock. Jeez, no wonder I don't like you. Didn't mean it like that. I mean, I can't even begin to imagine the strength of his mind. Remember how powerless we were in that chaotic mess? I'm pretty sure we couldn't even think about anything except running away. You couldn't think about anything but running away. I had all my faculties in store. The same goes from me as well. Well, I do think I could have come up with the same idea to seal myself away. I'm not nearly so experienced in battle that I would also plan ahead to include a means of self-defense. Still, we have to do something to shut that system down or we won't be able to help him. Then I suppose we shall just have to keep him occupied in combat. In the meantime, I would like you two to use your noble phantasm on Master Signal. Can you do this, Mr. Soul? Sure, why not? Watch out. It'd be ridiculous to make it this far only to have your own servant kill you. We'll be fine. We will be fine. Alright. Let us help Count Vlad settle down. Alright, Vlad. Settle down. There, you should be good. It's a solo. Activate guts 3 times to try and wear them down. Boop, boop, boop. As long as he does not have an high guts, then we should be fine, I feel. We should be fine. Well done, Oi. Oh, that's mighty. That's a beefy frickin' guts. Yeah, that's gonna be a tough guts to break through. We have one more NP in store. This should be enough. I said should. But yeah, there we go. That was indeed enough. Charlie is Bond 3. We are approaching our next level overall. Now. Understood. Okay, sir. Close your eyes just like I told you. Right. Go back. Go back. Go back. Books end. Dreams conclude with the cold splash of reality. All fades into the past, like a passing fever. We must abandon our dreams, that we might more fully live our lives. Activating Noble Phantasm. Return to reality. Triste, Gentile, Alonso Chiano. I'm looking this up. Triste, Gentile, sad, gentle. Sad, gentle, Alonso Chiano. All magical energy in the vicinity is decaying rapidly. Vlad won't be able to maintain his existence if this keeps up. Correct. This is the Noble Phantasm power. What? As I suspected, the word she used will return to reality. Maybe. That's not what Google Translate said, but then again, that's Google Translate. What she has done here is return Count Vlad to the 17th century Spain. No singularity, no magecraft, no mysteries. Just peaceful, ordinary Spanish countryside. Land where Don Quixote spent his life. Wait, slow down. Mystics should have been stronger in the 17th century than they are today, not weaker. Both eras are well within the margin of error compared to the Age of Gods, but yes, you may well be right. But remember, Gordolf, those mystics were only measured on a worldwide scale. This Noble Phantasm is much more limited in scope. It forces a servant to return to a remote part of the world where no magecraft or mystics have ever been observed. This weakens the servant's contract with their master and cuts off the magical energy they need to maintain their very being. It even neutralizes skills such as independent action. You see, Vlad III simply did not exist in the 17th century Spain. And of course, this also means whatever ability Moriarty used to brainwash him will fade away like a dream. That's a very interesting conceptual Noble Phantasm. All that said, I'm afraid this is as much as we can do. You see, this Noble Phantasm has one major flaw. Oh? No. Yes, if we use it for too long, we will disappear ourselves. I see, so that's why I feel so at peace right now. And you're okay with that? Cut it the hell out. Okay, that's enough. No more Noble Phantasm. Abort, abort. So they have an anti-magic Noble Phantasm. Good. None of them vanished, so the Noble Phantasm's effects are still somewhat present. Then Count Vlad's desire to rebel should be gone now, just as as Miss Sancho predicted, though the state of his combat abilities remains unclear. Count, are you okay? I never thought I would see my master ask after my health. I suppose it just goes to show how far I let myself go, so to speak. I'm relieved to see you've returned to your senses, Count Vlad. What about your inclination to rebel? It has subsided considerably. The seeds are still planted in my mind, but they are sufficiently weakened that I can control them. Excuse me. Still, how did you do this? I wasn't expecting to be rescued until after the singularity had been repaired, if at all. Well, I would love to tell you all about it, but we are still in enemy territory. Why don't we vacate these premises first? Good idea. This whole ordeal actually got me sweating. All's well that ends well. Sure is. Hang on, you guys do realize you almost vanished, right? What if you had? Wouldn't that have brought the unrighteous realm to the brink of collapse? Don't worry, Lord Kadok. That would have been a grand adventure all in its own right. Yay for adventure! Yay for adventure! Come on, Soul, say something. Yay for adventure! That's not what I meant, damn it! Affectionate gaze. Gordy has got dad energy. Alright, that was quite the way to end off section 10, I believe it was? Indeed, that was section 10, which means for those of you watching this on YouTube, that is going to be the end for today's video for you. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for section 11. For now, I've been Solar Dragon. I hope you've enjoyed. Be sure to drop a like if you did, and drop a sub if you want to know when section 11 does come out. But I hope to see you tomorrow.